Alrighty then. While I go ahead and wait for people, greetings, YouTube. Wow, that was actually quick. One person's already on. Where was I? Greetings, YouTube. Welcome to a live stream. Why? Bored out of my mind. Two, kind of working on a big project at the moment. So I figure just to hurry along and just answer some questions while I'm on the way. What the project is? Shh, can't say. It's a secret. But I'm sure y'all can understand. So, what has been happening recently? What is there to really say apart from but mostly just working on some of the content that I've been working on. I already finished that one AI song cover I just published, I think maybe a day ago. It's funny. It's kind of funny. I have seen him before, but I'm being completely honest when I say this. I personally don't like Super Mario Logan, especially with what he's been doing lately. I know he's still making those jokes about females, I guess, and making all those idiotic jokes. I know he got sued by Nintendo at one point because he was using licensed products for his show. Let's see. Been trying to write a script for one of the bigger audiobooks that I'm currently working on, finishing up episode 3. Did finish that AI song cover. Nearly got my TikTok account almost hacked, but managed to get it fixed. I just have to wait, I think, for maybe 2 days at best for it to be finished with it, because they're still going under process with if my TikTok is going to be hacked or not. All in all, though, I guess I've been doing art. So, yeah. Honestly, all that I can somewhat think about. Unless there's something that I'm missing that I know I did and I can't remember. But, I think I'm fine. Well, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, if he's not the same like he was last time, then okay. But I don't know. Something tells me it might go back to that era. Like, I'm not sure. What if Sonic had teamed up with Precious 5 Go-Go if the Smash Brothers get stuck in the pre-Cure world? Wait, is it with like the Master Hams and the Galeem or something like that? The pre-Cure 5? Why does that sound familiar? So, here's actually the funny thing. I'm actually looking it up right now. Why do they look like a bunch of what is it I'm thinking? They look like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and maybe a little bit of the Winx Fairy Club, I think. They all look like all together. But hypothetically, if they were all stuck in the Smash Brothers world, or if Sonic had teamed up with them, maybe a probability cause. Well, I haven't seen the anime, so I can't say what their powers really are altogether. But I'm sure they probably have like really good power ups. I guess. Honestly, can't think of anything better, to say the least. But um, so yeah, like I did mention, my TikTok actually got hacked, which sucks massive chaos emeralds. But luckily, I put in some kind of request saying that this account was mine and that someone is trying to hack into it. You know, just to see how it goes, because I don't know. I feel like deep down, maybe if I did that, it might work. Can't 100% say the least. Hmm. Toy animation? Wait, like Toei animation, like Dragon Ball? Hmm. Oh damn! I'm now just thinking about that. I guess it could work, but hypothetically, Toei Animation would technically have to ask the rights from the Smash Brothers creator, along with Disney and Microsoft. And the creators of Capcom, and maybe the creators of Atari, or I think like the CEO at best. And I think PlayStation, because look here, am I thinking Banjo and Kazooie? I think what they're on the PlayStation game. I don't know. I don't 100% remember. I mean, regardless, they'd have to ask Mr. Sakurai if they can be able to use Smash Brothers as an anime. But now that I think about it, what would the plot be in it? Because like there'd have to be like a massive plot, and it can't always be like, oh, I don't like you, let's fight. There'd have to be like more to it at best. Maybe. When will I do Sodor Fallout? Probably. I actually don't know. Only because of let's be 100% real for a minute. Sodor Fallout has been excessively overuse for content. I mean, yeah, when Percy and the Beast Productions, when they did it, that was a different story because they tried to make it more likable, try to make it more of like TVS, I guess. But then when you see like how many others have tried creating like their own Sodor Fallout canon, I guess it doesn't really do good. Like there's literally one where I think it's called Sodor Purge. It makes sense in a way, like, oh, all of the engines are gonna have to like all the engines are gonna have to kill each other because unfortunately this entire island is gonna be taken over by diesels. If that's the case, then why did Diesel kill off one of the engines? If he's a Diesel, he's technically considered a Class OH shunter. He's not going to get killed or anything. If anything, he'll just be sent to another part of the island, I guess. And then you had some kind of like, what was it, Sodor Darkness, I think, where it was like literally the entire island was in pitch black and engines died, I guess. One that annoys me to this day, and honestly, it makes no sense for it to even be happening. And if you've looked this up, like if you've ever looked this up, and you can do it right now while you're watching this video, there's literally one that is actually called Jason on Sodor. And it's literally created by the same person who had asked me, quote unquote, so graciously to do Alfred 3. And he's only done 2 episodes. To which I ask, what is the point of Jason on Sodor? And yes, hypothetically, I'm also calling him out. If I was to do like maybe my own Sodor Fallout, I would actually have it where something happened. Okay, not like a nuclear power plant, not by some mythological TV movie star coming in and going, oh, you know what? I don't like this island. I'm going to kill everyone, including the engines. No, I'm not going to do that. Like, if I just create like a Sodor Fallout, at least make it more of like historically accurate. At least when Tidmouth Thunderbolt, he ended up making the Sodor Fallout, he at least made it somewhat decently accurate. Because to be fair, power plants such as the one that happened during the Tidmouth Bay blast could actually be exploded. Not because of, not because of like sheer accidents, but considering the fact where they put the power plant to begin with, especially since it's all the way right next to the water. Sorry, I was kind of yawning. Like, especially the fact, like, they put it like so close to the ocean floor, I guess, that the sea levels could technically lead to radioactivity. And where's all the excessive radiation fluid going exactly? Maybe that was the reason why it ended up exploding. They didn't build like an output. Like, they didn't build a drain for all the excessive radioactive fluid to be going down. And even if they did, it was also technically a safety violation, especially if you're pouring it in the safe natural waters or even sea level. Honestly, I literally lost my train of thought for this, but you know what? I'm gonna go back to Disney Sodor Fallout. One of the characters I think could have at least had a better impact on it. My case, to say the least, Percy. Okay? And Thomas. They did both my boys wrong. And that's what understandably infuriates me. Like, never mind the fact that they made Oliver the Beast, or they made Toby literally commit suicide by ramming his entire face inside of a breakdown train, or at least the crane of the crane. But they did my boys wrong. Percy could have at least had a decent chance of living. And Thomas, he didn't deserve to have that eye on top of his head. Being dead honest right now, like, he did not deserve to be looking like that. What if... Okay, when you say Crotunia, do you mean my home, as in, the city of Cartunia? Build a bridge that made an entrance to go to Sodor? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because after the whole Magic Railroad thing ended up happening, when both of our worlds collided, we didn't build a bridge. We built a tunnel. Think of it like, what is it? Think of it like Misty Island, but it didn't lead to Misty Island. It actually led to maybe a train station or a train yard that led to a station that wanted to let anybody go to the island of Sodor. And yeah, the breakdown train does now have a claw in the CGI, but I'm saying back then when Timid Thunderbolt made it, did not have a face. And Toby just slammed into it. Like it was nothing. Like honestly, that irritated me badly. Wait, if we're talking the Millantune channel, then I think they did build it. I think they do have one. Because technically speaking, how does Thomas get all the way to the I think the railways of Crotunia, I think they do have a railway that does lead to the island of Sodor, because they have mentioned multiple times of how Thomas, Percy, and all of the Sudrian engines make it to and from Sodor. Even in what Tilly to the Rescue, he's actually mentioned that Thomas comes from the island of Sodor. So my best bet, it kind of works like it's a really big railway that actually has the Chuggington goods yards, that one goods yards where Tracy's from, and where the island of Sodor is, and especially to wherever they kept Casey Jr. So really, It's kind of like one big island that's connected with multiple islands. I think that makes sense. Probably. You know, it's kind of weird. I'm going back to Sodor Follow. I don't know why. I'm going back to it now, but I think deep down, what happened to Toby, I probably more could have expected it from maybe like Douglas, to say the least. Yeah, Douglas. Or Duck. No, Douglas. Only because Douglas lost his only family. And I'm not referring to like all the engines. I mean like his only blood like his metaphorical blood family. His brother Donald. He lost his brother, and I feel like anyone who is in that much pain and devastation, some people have actually done that before. Where they've actually wanted to end themselves because they lost someone special to them. Well, yeah, boiler explosion, but that was only because he asked his driver to do it. He actually acted as a bomb. And like, I don't know, like, when an engine acts like a bomb, I feel like personally that's kind of like saying I feel like that's more kind of very racist. Because now he's acting like a suicide bomber. Sonic or Sonic 2? Ah, man, don't make me choose. Don't make me choose. Come on, don't make me choose, man. Both were really good freaking movies. Oh, Christ, oh, Christ, oh, Christ. Well, I mean, Sonic 1, it did technically introduce us to the movie, I guess. But I feel like, personally, crap. This is so tricky. I actually can't think of a good answer. If I have to say which one, then I want to say Sonic 2. Only because I was actually surprised that they brought the original voice actor of Tails into the freaking movie. I gotta personally say that right now. Like, I was actually impressed that they had the original voice actor for Tails to play as Tails the Fox in the movie. Like, can you imagine, hypothetically speaking, could you ever actually imagine if they did a Sonic 3? And I know there's one coming up, but could you imagine, like, if they did Sonic 3 and instead of getting whoever this quote unquote special someone that they're doing for Shadow, can you imagine if they actually brought the original voice actor for Shadow? That'd be pretty cool. you just randomly naming stuff now? Rice cake para niño. For the boy? Huh. Thank you, VeggieTales. I didn't actually remember what that last one was. So I'm like, oh wait a minute. Oh wait. Para la No, wait a minute. For boy. You forgot to add the la. Because then it'd be para la niña. Or no, niño. Alec Baldwin or Steve Austin? Steve Austin. Why does that name sound familiar? Hold on, no one tell me. I'm looking it up. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, neither. Yeah, I'm gonna say that right now. Neither. Only because Alec Baldwin can't even do a Scottish accent for Donald or Douglas. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, I've started to note this more often now. A lot of more wrestlers have been coming in to play roles in movies. Yes, I'm referring to John Cena, and I'm also referring to Dwayne Johnson. But could you imagine that? Stone Cold Steve Austin as a voice actor? Color me impressed. The day he does become an actual actor, I'm actually gonna be surprised. I feel like hypothetically, Dwayne Johnson could probably play Gordon, and Kevin Hart. Either Percy, Diesel, or James. Probably. Hmm. I think they did. I did hear for like what 2025, maybe 2026. They are planning to make a Thomas the Tank Engine movie, live action. At least that's what I heard. Probably doubt it. Maybe. Only because I want to know, like, if they ever did make a live action movie, like, how would it work? Tom Holland as Thomas and Jack Black as Diesel 10. If I'm being more completely honest, I more see Jack Black maybe playing. I do see him playing as Diesel 10, but I think he's been used too much as like a villain. Like well-known actors have been used as villains too many times. I think it gets like bad. But not ha like bad. Like, oh, the acting sucks. But Tom Holland, maybe. Wait, he played a movie in a wait, he played a villain in another movie? Which one? All I remember was the Mario movie. I know he plays Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda, but Poe's not a villain. Unless you count that one episode, which I don't think Jack Black played in. Huh. It actually kind of was ironic when I do say this that you guys remember the movie Maleficent, the one with Angelina Jolie? Yeah, funny story. The little girl that was actually playing as what is it, Baby Aurora? That was actually Angelina Jolie's daughter. Which I thought was pretty interesting to say the least. Like I didn't even know that actors could technically do that. He played the first Ice Age movie. Let's see. No way, did he? Oh my god, he did. Wait, Zeke. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, that was Zeke. The one he was like, first, I'm going to separate this part of the meat, and I'm going to separate this part of the meat. Huh. I didn't even know he played in the movie. Now I know. But if I'm being completely honest, I think one actor I would probably be amazed to see if they ever played in a Thomas the Tank Engine movie. I'm only saying this because deep down, I still see this happening. I would personally want the one and only. Sorry, I'm losing my. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm literally just playing Sonic Frontiers. Okay. I totally only see this happening only because of the Magic Railroad. I want Neil Crone to replay his role as Gordon. If the Thomas and Friends movie does not have Neil Crone in it, I'm gonna get mad. Neil Crone, best Gordon. And a voice actor for Emily, I know she doesn't do movies anymore. Like, I know she doesn't do voice acting anymore, and I respect her choice. But personally, and honestly, like, no cap, I would want Jeanette McCurdy. Yeah. Yeah, Jeanette McCurdy. I would want her to play as Emily. Like, if she was to ever go back into acting, I'm being honest. I want to see Adam Sandler playing not Arian Burt, but maybe Percy. He'd he'd be a really cool Percy. Who else do I see playing in a movie for Thomas? Maybe Kevin James, probably. Sonic Prime, hands down. Say what you want, get triggered, but I prefer Sonic Prime. Only because Sonic Prime, absolute perfection. And come on, have you heard the Japanese dub for it? Dude, sounds so freaking cool. Hi guys, thanks, Arush. I totally lost my train of thought for a minute. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Random questions. Ask me whatever. Just randomly just jump out of like, wait, what was I doing again? Chris Evans as Edward and Chris Pratt as Henry. And for some reason, I don't know why, hypothetically, I hear Sam Elliott playing as Toby, the tram engine. Ew, no. Seth Rogen as Dr. Oliver? No, 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 God, no, no. Maybe Diesel. Maybe Diesel. Yeah, no, never mind. Not Diesel. I don't hear him as Diesel. But no, Dr. Oliver? No, I totally don't see that happening. Oh, maybe. Ow. Ironically, I don't even know who that guy is. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, here's one. Hang on, hang on. Here's one. The voice actor who was the dad from, what is it, Disney's Brave, the Scottish father, he would totally play a perfect Donald and Douglas. I could totally hear it. He buffers up to Donald and he just goes, "You're as beautiful as the day I lost you." Who else do I know who's played a Scottish accent? There's another person I know. They played a Scottish accent before in a movie, but I can't think of it. Yeah, no. No. Well, maybe. Oh god, that'd actually be more hilarious. Just imagine that. I am the Great Western, and I follow the Great Western way. If you do not if you dare disrespect the Great Western way, I'm going to move it all over your bunker. Oh my god, that would be funny. Feels like fireball. That actually would be funny. You know, I kind of figured there'd be more people. But then again, 3 a.m. in the morning, not many people are awake. Oh well. Toad as Chris Rock. It's more hilarious that I literally want to go onto Uber Duck Day like AI right now and literally put a line just for like the AI of Chris Rock to go, vroom vroom, Mr. Oliver. Maybe. You know, ironically, I was gonna have it do it with Goku because there was actually someone, I don't know where it was. I randomly was listening to that song. I'm like, what if I sang it? Then I thought, no. What if I made Thomas sing it. Now, originally, I was gonna put my voice into it, but then I like messed up like so badly, and I mean like really, really badly, that I thought, yeah, I'll just stick with like maybe the AI trick. And honestly, I didn't actually think it would work either. It just sounded so perfect. I at one point was originally gonna have like Sonic do it. Mm-hmm. Wait. I mean, I can see it happening. I honestly do, but is it more weird I hear Alec Baldwin being the fat controller? Hmm. Oh, it's empty. Oh well. Ow. Why did I? Oh, hello. So, as the little banner reads down there, ask me thy question, and thy. Oh, you're gone. Ask me thy question, and thy shall answer. So we're watching and we're waiting. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6 and 8. Waiting just along the wait. Red and green and brown and blue. We're the really useful crew. And all the different roles to play around Tidmouth sheds or far away. Down the hills and around the bends. Thomas and his friends. Every time I'm always clicking the T too much. Like what is the cap locks too much? Hmm. Oh, shoot, one person. Ask me thy question and thy shall answer. Magic Railroad, first movie I've ever seen, hands down, no questions asked. Literally, that's literally the only reason. People say like it sucked so bad. I didn't. I liked it. I personally liked it. I liked it because Magic Railroad, my first movie ever that got me into liking Thomas the Tank Engine. And maybe more terrified of Diesel 10 when I was a kid. But the point being, Magic Railroad, first movie, hands down. Next question. La da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 ra ra ra. My favorite episode. Oh, this is so impossible because I have so many favorite episodes. But my favorite episode, my all-time favorite episode, was I guess I just like so many episodes. I don't even remember which one was my favorite. Oh no, wait, never mind. It was Thomas and Gordon. It was like the very first episode of the very first season. I just liked it because I just liked it. Next question. Yeah. The only thing that got me to do voice acting. The only thing that got me to do voice acting from the beginning was because I saw how many other voice actors were doing it, specifically, Enterprising Engines 93 and, well, the main series to begin with. And I thought, hey, I should give this a try. Should be fun. So, the make videos thing, I don't know. I saw like a Shadow the Hedgehog plush literally start doing like these YouTube like reactions to Death Battle. So I did the same until I started moving up a bit and I decided to do myself. As for voice acting, it's painful to say this in so many ways. Alfred 2 was my first start. Sorry, almost threw up. mentioning anything about that B12 or any of those god awful movies that that certain YouTuber did really get me sick to my stomach. Oh, goody! Another person asks me questions, and I shall. Oh man! Every time. How? Mm. Thomas. Thomas's branch line. Done. Because why? Well, how Thomas puts it, my branch line is the most perfect part of the whole railway. I'll always be Sir Topham Hatt's number one engine. Duck or Oliver? Let me see. Would I rather choose the one great Westerner who's a massive pain in my blue hedgehog tail, always talking about the Great Western Way, or would I deal with the other great Westerner who constantly acts like the world needs to metaphorically kiss his back bunker because he's scared and ripped apart Scruffy? Yeah, no, hands down, I'm choosing Toad. Toad, best Great Westerner. Okay? Because Duck annoys me so bad that I once actually threw my pie. Okay? I once had a chocolate pie in my hand. Okay? And I was visiting the Little Western. Why? They were selling pie. Chocolate pie. And Duck comes over to the station. He starts talking about the Great Western Way. I've heard it so many times. What I do? I just threw the pie in his face. And for Oliver, I literally hear how many times he's escaped scrapped, how he's ripped apart. I threw a pie in his face too. It was an apple pie. Oh, good, new person. Ask me questions, I shall answer. Ask me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers. Thrice is three. You ask five. What do you get? excellent question. You get a warm feeling. And this ticket that I present to you to be a part of the Moby Insanes Club. Ooh, Percy's origin? You know, the weird bit is I haven't even gone that far for episode 4. But if you really, really want to know, well, here it is. Okay, so it's Percy's origin. Much like Thomas and James, he's also a World War II veteran. Sort of. He saved a train full of people, I guess, and he actually almost died, I guess. No, that's what am I thinking? That's the stories of war from Victor Tanzig's. Okay, Percy's story takes us to the workshop where the Fat Controller finds him. Amy Rose has gone along with him because we've all known about the strike now, and honestly, Amy is a little disappointed and understandably very pissed off at Henry. In fact, it was literally me dragging Amy away before even Amy could literally try to hit Henry with her hammer. So we go to the workshop. It's like maybe 2 blocks away from, what was it, Barrow and Furness? And we're checking out these engines. We see big ones, we see small ones. We saw a dude that actually had a square face on a cylinder body. Okay, we saw square face on a cylinder smoke box. How did that make sense? Anyway, that's when we end up meeting Percy. And we hear one of these bigger engines. Well, he was a small engine, but bigger than Percy. Literally screaming at him, saying, "You, go get my coaches." And Percy was actually scared. We realized how bad he was being treated. We both look at the manager like seriously? Seriously, you're going to let this happen, dude. And the manager looks at me, Sir Topham Hatt, and Amy, and he's like, what? They're sentient. So they literally treat each other how they want to be treated. I look at the guy and go, by literally bullying the smallest one in the yard, by bullying him so bad that he's afraid for his life, dude, no. So it was actually me that walked over to Percy. I'm like, "Hey, little guy, what's your name?" And he tells us, number 6. Number 6? Wait, you don't have a name? Nope, don't have a name. Just the number. You know what? I like you. That's what I said. I'm like, you know what? I like you. And Amy actually liked him too. In fact, he was actually so sweet and delicate. Automatically, Sir Matt goes, "If I choose you, will you work hard?" And that's when Percy went, "Oh my God, yes, please. Anything to get me out of here." And that's when we paid for him. I was actually the one that paid for him. I literally just gave him like a ring, a golden ring, and it didn't even have like that telepathical power or the portal. It was one of those like regular golden rings you could probably like sell off for millions. And out of nowhere, we just drove Percy home. We get back and we know the story next. Like Edward was starting to teach Percy around. Henry's planning to come out. He yells at Percy, just get his coaches. And out of nowhere, Percy just wheezes steam at Henry. And he starts screaming at him like he's been through like a very abusive relationship. Like he legit screams at Henry and goes, "Oi, why don't you mind your own business and get them your damn self? No one here's your gosh darn slave. Learn to actually do things for yourself, you lazy pricks." And not only did the wheezing like scare Henry, but the fact Percy's outlash like literally scared him. Even Edward was like, "Oh my God, Percy, dude, what happened to you?" And that's when Percy explains, like, "Oh, sorry, I have been like so messed up. Like I've been abused in the yard for like so long. It just got to the point where they would push me too far that I'd actually start screaming at them. Half of them were even afraid to go near them." But then later on throughout the day, like Edward starts teaching Percy how to like be calm with his words. He does lash out from time to time, but Percy's he's getting there. Percy's slowly getting there. He only like outlashes at Gordon, only because of how many times he's been called, little, pipsqueak, yada yada yada. The other names that you can call a small person at best. So yeah, that's literally the origins for Percy. Next question for the next person. Go on, don't be shy. Ask your questions. All your questions. Best twins. Hands down, Donald and Douglas. Okay? Donald and Douglas. They are the best twins. There was something I was supposed to do. What was this? Oh, right. Oh, crap. I am deactivating this for a split second. Oh crap! I also gotta pull up the file for episode Yeah, episode 3. Ow, my stomach. Careful what you do comes through. Hey. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. He said I am the one. Face. Excusez-moi.